everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing Marvel Strike Force. For today's video, it's time for some tips and tricks. A lot of these might apply to other games of the genre, but it's very possible this is your first of this style, hero collector, RPG, turn-based game. If this is your first, or at least your first time playing Marvel, listen up. I recently started playing a Marvel Strike Force, and yeah, I made some classic rookie mistakes, like leveling up Cosmo just because she's the goodest girl. I mean, it's a dog, and it was clever, and I was tempted. But yeah, don't be like me. Instead, here are 10 beginner tips that'll save you from my noob life choices. So let's dive in. Well, wait, before we dive in, we have a promo code to talk about, just so you guys don't miss out that it could be a bonus beginner tip, is make sure you take advantage of any currently working promo codes, and Bucky is one of them. You can unlock Red Guardian, Elena Belova, Ghost, Winter Soldier, and Taskmaster. So make sure to redeem that right away for some free characters. Oh wait, before we get into it, if you haven't started playing this game yet and you're just curious and you're checking out some videos, be sure to use my QR code on the screen or the link in the description or the pinned comment to download the game now. It's also a great way to support the channel, and I appreciate Marvel Strike Force for supporting as well. So let's dive in now with 10 tips. So tip number 1. Focus on core campaigns first. So be sure to start with the heroes and villains campaigns. They unlock key characters and gear. You'll unlock others like Nexus, Cosmic Conflicts, Doom War. Each will bring like a new fun story along with it to follow along with, as well as unlock some more places to farm resources. And you'll need to do 3 stars in order to auto clear those stages. So I have to admit, it's a lot when you first download one of these games, and it can be overwhelming to figure out what you should focus on first. Of course, there's temporary events and stuff, which we might talk about, but you really want to make sure you're pushing your campaigns to the max to be able to get the resources to level up your characters, to get stronger, and it's definitely a key focus point. Campaign, campaign, campaign. And I think that's probably true for most gachas overall. Like most games in this genre, it's really important to focus your campaign because it kind of sets the path for unlocking other stuff and for getting important resources. All right, so tip number 2, join an active alliance. So while I'm not super into alliances myself and that type of gameplay overall these days, I certainly understand its value, right? So an alliance unlocks raids, alliance war, and coordinated progress. There's some co-op modes that are really helpful to help progress your account. So make sure you're trying to look for an alliance that's maybe beginner friendly, but active at the very least if you're someone who doesn't want to go super hardcore on the alliance content. But if you are, that's an important note as well. If you love co-op, if you love alliance content, you love being really interactive in your guilds, then maybe you should check out places like Discord, websites, forums, Reddit, Facebook posts, whatever. Try to find people that fit your desires when it comes to alliance activity, because then you know that you won't be like the one guy in your alliance that's doing all the work while everyone else is a slacker, or the other way around. You don't want to accidentally jump into a super active, crazy, highly competitive alliance that you're not quite ready for, and it might make you feel a little bit deflated. So be sure to find an alliance that suits you. And if you're super into that kind of content, which this game is really great for, and I have been told is pretty important if you want to get key progression materials and, I mean, just, yeah, gay free stuff all the way, right? Which is what we're going to talk about next. But you definitely want to make sure you are focusing, finding the right fit of an alliance. And I think the game does pretty well because there's a lot of options regarding setting up an alliance, tags, what are you doing? So that is good to see. All right, tip number 3. Daily objectives equals free stuff. Do your dailies. I know sounds like something that's so obvious, but I feel like it's a silly reminder that I am actually very guilty of breaking. A silly rule I'm guilty of breaking. Remembering to just do your dailies. Sometimes you might have not much time to play, but logging in quick to just do some dailies can take like 5 to 15 minutes, and you're getting so much to help grow your account. I found the days that I popped in and just did a few things and like got distracted from the actual dailies, I barely progressed. And then the days where I just made sure I did all my dailies, I was blasting through, starting to level up my account. And I feel like that really, it really could have jumped me further, much more forward, if I had focused better on my dailies. So don't be like me, wondering why I was broke when half of this stuff was ignored. Oops. They are your main source of gold, orbs, and XP in this game, so always be sure to complete those for steady growth and free stuff. All right, now tip number 4, a lot of us are going to be guilty of, because you probably have your favorite Marvel hero or villain, and well, it's easy to get excited about a certain character but not care about the whole team. So tip number 4, don't build solo characters. It's tempting, yes. You love Spider-Man, you want to build a Spider-Man, but it's not about that one character. It's about team synergy. So focus on full teams like Young Avengers, Web Warriors, or Rebirth. For real, like, would you level up a Groot to level 80 without a rocket? I mean, it's like peanut butter without jelly, right? Or logic. For real, for real. I personally started playing this game very focused on each individual character I was getting, and it took me a little bit to notice that I really need to pay attention to the synergies, and those teams that they build, like the tags that go with them, can really help you align them well and put together characters that are going to really help each other, and their kits really bounce off of each other, you know? So make sure you are building for a team that makes sense, that covers all the bases, and not just your favorite character and then nothing else with them makes sense. All right, another tip is going to be tip number 5, use msf.gg or other community tools. So websites like msf.gg is like insanely good. I showed this in one of my first videos. I was shocked to see such a good official website. I did not expect it. It's really, really good. The Marvel Strike Force like official website has amazing references, but also don't forget, like, you can find a ton of content. You can find farming guides, team rankings, and event schedules. You should bookmark that one early. Also, besides the obvious, I mean, of course, there's probably Discords, there's Reddits, but what else? If you guys, in the comments below, if you have community tools, if you are a player of Marvel Strike Force, put those websites in the comments below, and I'll be sure to add them to the description to help other players be able to find some resources if they're new to playing and have a lot to learn. Yeah, I found it a little bit hard to figure out what direction to take because there's so much being thrown at you. Having some go-to references are really important and can be a huge help. All right, tip number 6, save your red star orbs. So it's so tempting to just use these instantly, right? Like, I just think I opened like 50 of them right away, just as soon as I got them. You just keep opening them and opening them. But if I was playing long term, I would have made a big mistake because there are special times to do them. So you don't want to get like the low level stuff. You want to plan around characters that you want or are known to be part of meta teams. Those can be saved for the moments of things where you really need that special character, or played around events, or boosted, like I guess you'd say boosted rates. So make sure you save those wisely. All right, tip number 7, arena is a slow climb. Don't stress it too much. Do your dailies, but don't stress it. Don't rage when you get stomped. Just climb slowly, collect those power cores daily. If you really want to have some fun, this does take some time. And there is some real-time arena that actually unlocks at player level 64, which I found to be pretty cool. I didn't get there yet, but I love real-time arena in any games, and I feel like it's super fun if you like to be competitive. But yeah, arena in this game, imagine this game has been out for a long time now, so it is going to take some time to be able to compete at a high level. So don't be stressed if you can't rush through quickly to the end. It would be a bit silly if you could at the end of the day. So enjoy the grind, and if you like to be really competitive, just pay attention to the meta and what new heroes are coming out, because the new heroes are always stronger than the OG ones. All right, so tip number 8 is gold is precious, right? Early on, I'm guilty of this, upgrades are cheap and you get so much, but that doesn't last. So I feel like, oh, we have so much gold. What do you mean it's whatever? I've been playing very lightly, but if you grind well and you keep playing long term, the gold does run out. So only upgrade characters that benefit your current teams or events. Avoid wasting it on low-level tunes. Don't just level up all these fun new characters as you get them just for the sake of it, because it feels like you have a ton of gold. That is going to change. All right, so tip number 9. Meta is a guide, but not the gospel. Yes, so it's important to know what meta heroes are, or what heroes are part of the meta in any game, right? What is the best current arena team? What is the best team for this boss, for this dungeon, for this alliance battle? Like, what are the best teams to complete different types of content? It's important to know that. But at the same time, it's a game, and you also need to have fun. So I feel like there's a balance there. It's like, if you like Web Warriors because you are a fan of Spider-Man and those characters, then play them. Are they the top tier options? No, but at least you'll be having fun and enjoying and losing in style. But if you want to progress and be super competitive, knowing the meta is important. And that's kind of what I'm saying here. Tip number 10, it's a game, so have fun, but chill. And this is a long-term grind. So this is one of those, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You'll get stronger, you'll get smarter. Don't get discouraged if you don't dominate right away. Don't be discouraged if you can't do everything the first time you try. Progress is slow and steady in this game, and smart players will win in the long run. So just learn. You're already doing that if you're watching these videos. Just keep the basics in mind, which actually this video was top 10 beginner tips that are honestly the basics of most gacha games, because I feel like this is just something important to talk about. I mean, this, if you are a Marvel fan and you found my video because you wanted to play, you accidentally came across it, or you were just searching out a Marvel game to play because you like Marvel. Maybe this is the first time you've ever played a gacha. Maybe you played the other types of games, but this is not your normal style. A lot of these tips that I said are right in line with other games as well. So I hope everyone appreciated this kind of basics video, but it really does help to have those little reminders sometimes, and to help people feel like you're not alone. That, again, it's a marathon, not a sprint with a game like this. It's been out for a while, but it's been out for a while and it's doing well for good reason. And that is because it is fun. It provides you with a massive universe of characters to play with that give you just so many options, so many different combinations, and can really allow someone to like feel immersed in the universe and enjoy playing with your favorite characters. Or if you don't care about Marvel, you can definitely just play the game as any other hero collector and just find the characters you like aesthetically or gameplay wise and work around those as well. You can definitely enjoy it even if Marvel is not your focus, I would say. I think it's seemingly a pretty solid game so far. I'm in the middle of wrapping up my series of playing this out and giving it a try, so stay tuned for a final, I guess, 1 to 2 week gameplay review video where I give my honest feedback and I talk about different parts of the game. of what I liked or maybe don't like. But yeah, don't forget again, use that promo code Bucky to get those free heroes. And be sure to use my link in the description or the pinned comment or the QR code on the screen to download the game now.